I have finally reached the One Piece time skip. If you guys don't know, about a couple of months ago, I decided to go on the journey to watch every single One Piece episode. I've been hearing from friends, I've been hearing from people online that One Piece is the best anime of all time. It has over 1,000 episodes. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it all in the flesh, the entire thing. And I gotta say, it is really great so far. Now, as I said, I just reached a time skip. I know I said it in previous videos that I was gonna wait till episode 500 to make like a midpoint review. I don't know if the time skips consider like the midpoint of the anime. I don't know, but I feel like now it's a significant time to talk about the pre-time skip of everything and my thoughts and everything about One Piece so far. Now, I gotta say, man, so far the show has been absolutely amazing, man. It is a great anime. It's actually my first anime I've ever watched. Throughout my entire life, I was mostly a YouTube kid, right? So I used to just play a bunch of video games, watch a bunch of YouTube videos. I didn't really watch TV like that. I watched a little bit of Cartoon Network growing up. Obviously, I watched a little bit of, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel TV, right? But I never got my hands really too much on anime. The only cartoons I really watched was, as I said, those type of shows, like the SpongeBob's, the regular shows, the Amazing World of Gumball. That used to be a classic. Let me see, Adventure Time too. Like those types of shows were my cup of tea back in the day. I did not dive any hands into anime at all until One Piece. And I gotta say, as One Piece being my first anime, isn't pretty good so far. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to get into more animes as I'm finishing up One Piece, right? I want to watch all of them as possible. One I want to watch, because I've been seeing a lot of sick edits on Instagram and TikTok, is Berserk, man. That anime looks fire. All right, it looks actually fire. Like, I'm actually down to watch that and try that. But reaching the time skip in One Piece, man, as I said, I just want to talk about the good, the sort of good, the bad, all that type of stuff. So I think we're first going to start off with some of the things that I don't really like. Number one, these like half like little specials that they throw in the anime. So far within the pre-time skip of One Piece, there's been a few like specials, right? And they drag out for a little bit too long. So that was kind of a little bit annoying, but I kind of understand at the time, right? Because it's like this Christmas one and stuff. So at the time, like, you understand, like, okay, it's pretty cool, whatever. But watching it now, it's kind of annoying. But I didn't skip it because I said I promised I was gonna watch every episode. And one other thing, man, that one freaking, okay, this is like, I guess, a little bit of a spoiler warning if you have not watched One Piece yet, but chances are you're watching this video, you probably had the whole Ace, Sabo, and Luffy like prequel before they all left out to become pirates. That was extremely long and painful to watch, man. It was long and painful. It was dragged out, okay? That was dragged out. Thriller Bark was a little bit dragged out. There's some parts of the anime where it feels just really dragged out, right? Like, it could have been wrapped up like that so easily, but at the same time, I understand after watching the first half, or I guess all the way to the time skip, I understand why there's so much episodes. There's so much things, like, it's just, it goes through the story literally, like, there's no, it's kind of hard to explain, but if you watch One Piece, understand, right? Like, you understand why there's 1,000 episodes, because before I watch One Piece, I'm like, bro, why is there 1,000 episodes? There's probably gonna be so much filler garbage and stuff, but it's good. I mean, the whole 1,000, the whole 500 episodes that I watched so far, I'm like episode 500 and something right now. It's good. I mean, it goes through each storyline, even like the filler parts, right? Like when they're just chilling on the ship, it builds the story, right? And that's what I really like about One Piece, is that they do not skip over anything. They let you know exactly what everything is. They build the story. There's obviously some questions that I have 500 episodes in, and low-key, that One Piece wiki has been helping me out, but at the same time, it's been kind of spoiling it for me, which is a little bit of a bummer. But learning about characters and stuff, okay, why did this character do this, and what's the whole point of this, like, who is this guy, right? And stuff like that. That's kind of like something I've been kind of diving into. The show is very interesting, man. One Piece is a very interesting, unique, and creative show. Actually, whoever the creator is, I forgot his name. I know he's like a really popular guy. That dude was cooking in the show, man. Because how do you even think of some of these villains? Like, how do you even think of Devil Fruit? Like, how do you even think of that, right? Like, how does that even come to fruition? I don't even know. But so far, it's actually generally a masterpiece. Like, One Piece is a masterpiece. I know some people were saying it's mid and stuff. The people are saying it's mid. I don't agree, okay? Is it the greatest anime I ever watched? I mean, it's my first one, so I can't really say, right? I gotta watch more. I gotta watch Attack on Titan. I gotta watch Berserk, man. That one looks fire. I gotta watch Naruto and all those, Dragon Ball, right? I gotta watch all of those. It's probably gonna be years' time until I watch all of those, man. I'm trying to see what other show I should attack as I'm, watching One Piece here and there. I really do like all the characters too in the show so far. I guess I'll go over some of my favorite characters, some characters that are just whatever from the crew itself. So my favorite character, I don't know, man. It's either between, like, I know this is kind of a hype beast answer because this is like literally everyone's answers too. It's probably like Zoro, Luffy. Those are probably the toughest characters. Sanji's alright, but sometimes I feel like they kind of go too far. Like, it kind of gets annoying how when he sees girls, like, he goes absolutely crazy. Like, listen, Sanji, I understand, right? There's a lot of baddies out there, but you don't have to be doing that all the time, right? Like, that's kind of something where it's a little bit annoying. But my least favorite is probably Chopper. I'm not gonna lie, that, like, hearing his voice and stuff, it kind of gets annoying. Hearing the English version, I don't know how it is in the Japanese version, right? But hearing the English voice kind of gets annoying, and I don't know, man. It's just not really my favorite character. But other than that, all the characters are cool. They have their cool, unique backgrounds. I really like how in the show it shows, like, when they first join the crew, their entire background, like their dreams and goals, and how they all come together to go chase their dreams. And I like how the show is mostly about having just faith, right? Having faith, having a strong will, and also having friends beside you. Like, that's what I really love about One Piece, is that, it just shows that if you have friends and faith, man, you could conquer anything in this world. And it's really cool to see that. It's cool to see how Luffy doesn't really trip about too much things other than, like, his friends dying, which is pretty sick to see. It's just a really fun, cool show. I would definitely recommend it to people out there if you want to get into it. It is a behemoth though, so don't like try to watch it all in one night, because you're not going to. Okay, it's gonna take a long time to watch the whole entirety of One Piece. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I know there's movies and all this type of stuff. I don't know if that connects to storyline. I didn't watch no movies or anything. I just strictly been watching what's on Netflix, and I'm at episode 500 right now. As I said, it's good. Okay, that's all I gotta say. I wouldn't watch 500 episodes if it wasn't good. But there are some parts in the show, as I said, Thriller Bark, freaking the prequel right before Ace and them became pirates, that was really just, it was kind of unbearable at times. But that's kind of what you expect, right, with a show like One Piece, where they want to show you everything that needs to be said when it comes to building the story. But I understand, like, these certain flashbacks and stuff that we see. There's just some episodes in there where it's just strictly flashbacks, which is understandable. I guess those are like the filler episodes, but it's understandable. It builds the storyline, it builds that connection, right, with the character. So I think it's good, but sometimes, as I said, it definitely is unbearable. My favorite arc in the whole One Piece so far, right now I'm on Fishman Island. My favorite arc has to be what was it, Enies Lobby. That arc is tough. That's probably the best arc in the show so far that I've been seeing. My least favorite is probably, I'm not gonna lie, my least favorite is probably Thriller Bark. Even though I don't think Thriller Bark is garbage, I just think it's just a little bit too dragged out compared to all the other ones. Cause I feel like all the other ones are good pace, right? Like, okay, they're all good. But no, that Thriller Bark, I feel like it kind of dragged out. Like, after, like, well, I don't really want to spoil it, but after the bad guy from Thriller Bark, he's like done, and then this happens. It's like, bro, he's like, it just ended already, man. Like, I'm trying to go into the next thing. I'm not trying to see this anymore. But it does get really good at the end when someone else pulls up, like, and stuff like that. As I said, I don't want to spoil it for you guys if you haven't seen it yet, but I'm telling you, man, One Piece is a really fun show, a really good show. I recommend it to everybody out there to watch it. It's cool, it's enjoyable, and as my first anime, I'm glad to watch it, and I'm going to be watching it all the way to the very end. The next time you'll see me talk about One Piece is when I finally catch up to it, and I can finally review it all. I'm not going to be giving it a ranking or anything in this video. I just kind of want to make this video to give you guys my thoughts and everything about all of what I've been seeing so far, all the arcs and everything before the time skip, as I'm now entering the post time skip and stuff. I really like how they did the time skip as well. I thought that was really cool. One thing I would say I would like to see is, like, their training throughout the years, how they kind of got stronger, but they kind of glanced through that in the first few episodes when they come back together after those 2 years that they took, to get that time off to get buffer and stronger and stuff. So that was really cool to see. So yeah, man, that's all I really have for you guys today. I just kind of want to talk about me catching up on One Piece, man. I've been liking it so far. I've been enjoying it. It's been cool, man. And, I can see why it's some people's favorite show, and I can see why it is one of the best animes of all time. Really great paced. The connection you build with characters is phenomenal. They did a really good job. And the creator of One Piece cooked. They cooked, man. It's a really great show, and I cannot wait to finish it. I'm eager to finish it. I'm curious to see what happens next. It has me hooked. It has me interested. And that's kind of hard for shows to do for me personally, because I find some shows get too boring, like, oh man, like just get to the good part already. But One Piece is like, it's perfectly paced, right? You see like the evolution to characters throughout each arc, how they get stronger, how they get better, right? And just all the touching moments as well. Just really, really good. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a subscribe to the channel, and I'm out. Peace.